Welcome back. So, I've been looking forward to this segment for the longest while. In my hand is the new BlackBerry Z10 and I've had the opportunity to be playing around with it, and I must be honest, I am impressed. Based on where BlackBerry is coming from, this new device, they put a little effort into it, or a whole lot of effort. The first thing you'll notice is that it's thin. It's thin. It's this thin. Not the biggest, it's not the smallest. It's sleek. There are no real protrusions except for the volume button here that you can turn up, turn down. Also on the other side you have the HDMI and the USB connections. At the top you have a headphone connection, the power button. When you turn on the phone, and I want you to pay attention to this. You heard me mention that Prism and the alleged surveillance that has been going on. Well, this is what we call a prism-proof phone. If you don't believe me, ask Mr. Obama, because this is the only phone he's allowed to use, a BlackBerry. You see this circle right here? On the previous BlackBerry, it would have been a bar going straight across. However, they have changed the boot screen or the logo, what happens during that process, to this bar. And what it is saying to you is that this phone is going through the process to ensure that it has not been compromised in any way. It is checking on what are called security keys, right? That are used to secure your information on the phone and when you transmit it through BBM Messenger. And it is checking all of those keys to make sure that they haven't been tampered with, they haven't been changed, they haven't been replaced, they haven't been altered in any way. So this right here is what we call prism proof. So if you're really big on security and you really want to ensure that your information stays secure, then this is where you want to go to. Granted, it won't protect your phone calls because when your phone calls leave your phone, you have no control over it. But from a messaging standpoint, BBM Messenger is by far one of the more secure platforms. So the message is encrypted at the point of creation on your phone and then transmitted. So we are finished booting up and we are into the interface of the phone. Just give you a quick rundown of the specs. It's 1280 by 768 resolution, so that is the display of the screen. It's a 1.4 gigahertz dual core processor with 2 gigs of RAM. Also, it's 16 gig of internal memory, and you can expand with up to a 32 gig memory card. In addition to that, it has an 8 megapixel rear camera and a 2 megapixel front camera, which means that you can record in high definition from either camera. You see that? Look at that. You see how quickly these pictures are being taken? Very rapidly. Now that is what I really like. Of course, it comes with YouTube, which I can access there, go in, watch my videos. And as a matter of fact, the phone comes with a HDMI, which I very much like, and that is what we're actually using to do the demonstration. So we're projecting this onto a screen, using the HDMI cable.
Hey everybody, it's Jake Tapper. Welcome to The Lead. Now it's time for our world lead. It's a manhunt that seems to be quickly turning into a high-stakes game of Where's Waldo.
They have this cool feature where when you're typing, it will suggest things for you to type. Everything is simple. It's a swipe up. I am in the hub. Swipe up and I'm back to the screen. I open an application and I want to close it. It's a swipe up, press the X, and it's done. I want to go to settings. It's right here. I can turn on the volume, put it on silent, turn off Wi-Fi, rotate the phone, adjust all the settings on the phone. Right from here. There you go. You have all of those settings to play with. Finish with that, close it, we're done. Interface is very smooth, transitions from screen to screen without any hiccups. I know persons have initially when it came out were complaining, but that could have been just because the software hadn't been refined to its full potential, and so there are a few glitches. But so far, I have had none of those issues on this phone. I am actually quite impressed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get social. Is your privacy important enough to you for you to switch to a BlackBerry phone? Hit us up on Twitter and Facebook and let us know. We'd very much like to hear from you.